If you garden with Community Gardens of Tucson, you probably already know that we're 100% organic. But what exactly does that mean? Hi, I'm Lou, the Garden Education Coordinator for Community Gardens of Tucson, and today I'm going to answer the question, what is organic gardening? Organic gardening is using processes or products that are derived from natural sources, like plants, or animals, or even minerals. In comparison, they are not derived synthetically from chemical reactions made in a lab or a factory. Organic products are often safer and they're better for the soil. Organic products can also help reduce our impact on the environment, especially when we source our products locally, like our compost from the local food cycle program. So how do we know what is synthetically made versus what comes from natural sources? Well, the real answer is that you just have to be thorough and read the label. But in this video, I'm going to try to give you some of the easy to spot red lights and green lights when it comes to choosing organic products. So let's start first with what is organic? Organic fertilizers include compost, worm castings, fish emulsion, blood and bone meal, kelp meal, and aged manure. If you see the OMRI, the OMRI label, that's a safe bet for an organic product. The OMRI seal verifies that a product complies with the USDA's set of organic standards. For weed control, we really encourage hand weeding to remove most weeds. And you can use mulch to suppress weeds to keep them from coming up. Mulching works really well to keep down weeds. Just make sure that your crops have already sprouted, otherwise they'll be suppressed too. And while we typically do not recommend any herbicides, technically those that are created from clove oil, citrus oil, or vinegar are organic. For insect control, we first recommend just removing those pests with your hands or using a sharp shot of water from the hose. However, if you have a major issue, organic gardening does allow for the use of Bacillus thuringiensis, which is often called BT, because it is a naturally occurring bacteria. It only harms the caterpillar or maggot stages of insects, so it's not harmful to humans, pets, birds, or beneficial insects. However, remember that those beautiful butterflies we see come from caterpillars, so when you use BT, you could be killing butterflies and moths and beetles that are really beneficial for our environment. Neem oil and insecticidal soap are also organic, but we typically do not recommend them because they can kill beneficial insects as well. Use these very sparingly and only after you have tried hand removal and water removal. At CGT, inorganic fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides are not allowed. Some common inorganic fertilizers include Miracle-Gro, their water-soluble plant food, synthetic lawn fertilizers, ammonium sulfate, and calcium nitrate. Inorganic weed control products that aren't allowed include glyphosate, 2,4-D, triclopyr, trifluralin, and atrazine. Some insecticide products that are not allowed include Sevin, triazicide, and bug begone. Please don't use these in our gardens. If you'd like an even simpler resource for organic gardening, we do have a one-page quick guide on our website under the resource tab. And like many other things in the garden, we recommend that you talk to your site coordinator. Our site coordinators are really experts in each individual garden ecosystem, and they can likely recommend methods or products that could be helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy gardening!